That's not bright enough. I can use this guy. Oh, there's that spoon. Here. Whoa! Two mas. Mucho mas. I'm trying to learn Spanish. Only 700 left to go. I want this lady to buy this boat so she don't gotta be homeless. She's homeless. She's about to be. Her lease is up. Hold on, I gotta get a Kleenex and pull my nose. I gotta blow my nose. Here's the Kleenex. You're pretty. Oh. Things are getting so hard for people. Things are getting very, very difficult. Remember all those times we missed meals? Yes. And you would walk and walk and walk and walk just to go to a church. You would find out where they had food donations, and you would walk and just to get cans of meat and just to tide us over. Yes. And all those years I bitched and complained because it wasn't cool. Oh, you're so pretty. Wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. We were never cool, Ma. You were pretty. We were never cool. Never? No. We're never at the cool kid table. Anyway. The cool good things are happening. I'm trying to decide how I feel about these tank tops. I need to wash them. Tank tops. And then they'll fall different. I just I have a hard time finding clothes because my body is just because it's I don't know. Blue and red. Yep, blue and red. Anyway, so good things are happening. I'm excited for the future. Your smile. Not just your smile, not just for my future, but my future for everybody in my close proximity. Yes, yes. To where I live. Because there's plenty. No way, you're not in Papua New Guinea. That's a great place to be. It is. That's fun to say. Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea? Where do you live, Papua New Guinea? It's like, you never heard, like, serial killer from Papua New Guinea. Words never spoken on the earthly pain, but there's hope because there's so many people. The old program's dying finally. It's going. It's going. It's like I went to the market this morning and I see the chemtrails across the sky. Yeah. And they look like the old program just clawing. Oh. Just like hanging on for dear life because nature always finds its way. Oh, I like that. That's good. You know, and ego, they have to manipulate things. They have to create weather because they can't create beautiful things. So they have to make destruction so they can rebuild and do weird stuff. And nobody wants to do that. What's up? My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm a Heyoka path. I just like having these. I'm a two spirit. I live from both sides of my brain. Two spirit. Yeah, I fully encompass the masculine as a full ass woman. That's not. I'm a jack of all tirades. I have a wild story and I just share it here. And then when I hang out with Mom, Ma, you want to say hi? It's been hot. I'm waiting to have air condition. I'm waiting for an appointment to have air conditioning put in the truck. So it's not. I'm old. I'm so old. I'm 52. I'm over halfway to a honey. 52. Yep. I'm old. I'm dirt old. Moving on. I lived lifetimes before, and by the time I was 12 years old, I had lived lifetimes. So that's why I tell my stories, because I have such a wild story. And Mom's been see, that's me. I'm standing turtle. Do, 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 do. So there's a lot of people going through it, but I see hope in the future. I want to take a math class. Whenever I have questions about anything in the community, I ask my massage lady. I'm like, I'm gonna ask her. I bet, cause she believes how I believe. Like, you throw things out there, you know. Like, if you want to make things happen, you got to throw all kinds of ideas out there. And so I did that, and I want to take a math class because I hate math, and I don't want to hate math. I want to take like a geometry, because I did real good in geometry, but once they fucked me with FOIL, that whole first outside inside last bullshit. And so I want a better representation of mathematics, because I equate geography, or geometry. It's just in my brain, it's astrology. Yeah, because you're just studying circles and angles, and just like positions of where the planets are in the sky. Yeah. So and I want to learn how to calculate people quicker. So I'm just, yeah. You have to use your brain, or you end up in a chair drooling. If you don't, it's a muscle. Mom had a traumatic head injury. A man slammed her head in a car door when she was 39 years old. She's beautiful, had so much, like, future. She still did lots of stuff. It's just she had to do different things, because a crime of passion, because dudes emasculate themselves. And I wasn't there. Yeah. Because usually I was there to protect her, but I wasn't there that day. So, blue and red. Anyway, we have a lot of fun still. She stayed home a lot, but now I just take her with me. Oh, that's nice. Now we just go. Now if it's not too hot for me, we'll just load them up and go out in the car. But soon we're gonna have the air conditioning fixed, Ma. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Yep, and we're taking our content on the road a little bit more. So I know, these are things that I'm going to do in my local community to get better. There's this grocery store that I frequent, Sid's. A lot of people frequent Sid's. I'm going to rack up. I asked people, like, questions. I think about things, I get ideas. Because you can roll your points. You get savings points, and you can use it, or you could let it ride. And I've been letting it ride. And I said, "What's the most you ever saw?" And people say, like, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "What's the max?" And the guy's like, "I don't think there's a max." And so I'm gonna save up like $500, and I'm gonna buy some dope ass food, and I'm gonna have a pop up freaking event for anybody wants to come in Taos, wants to come hang out. Come hang out. Just come hang out. Tell me your stories. Tell me what you need in your own community that you were born and raised in, that you couldn't get, that would make life easier. Because there's so many resources on this planet. They have to go to people even if you don't like them. And that's what we're resolved to. Is like, the benefit goes to only the people that live the program. You only get and now people. One of the things, I have to make joy in the world, because I feel so bad about my part in the military, because a lot of people died. Oh. So I have to walk for peace, because I went to war. And I don't have any kids, but people have kids, and they're not ready to have to navigate through the worlds of what's coming. You don't want your kids scrounging for food in the street. Nobody wants their kids to go without meals. And see, we cause so much harm in other places that we're getting back the karma, see. You have to take care of people. And then Creator will assure that you are taken care of because you're taking care of people, see. That mom's taught me that my whole life. Just do the right thing. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. I've added on my own amendments. You know, if you see somebody in trouble, you help them. And I've been the person that's needed help for like 8 years, and the whole world just passed me by. Just look at this bitch, you know? Yeah. And now we're in a place that like I'm comfortable and I want to pay our comfort forward. So I'm gonna have we'll see who shows up. You know, give out some stickers, some magnets. Yeah. It's fun, huh? See, we don't need other people. Me and Ma, it's always been me and Ma our whole life. I mean, and I was just going through that Ancestry app. I got a free like axe. I got a subscription so I could see like full access or whatever. And I am surrounded by hundreds 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 of relatives. So many relatives. I'm surrounded by so many relatives. And so when people look at, I don't know, people are weird. Anyway, me and Mom stick to ourselves pretty much. But life is good for us, huh, Ma? It's so weird. It's like how we struggled for the last, oh my God, from 2020, 29. God, life has just always been hard for us. And then, like, we hit a smooth spot, right? You know, yeah, it sucks when the dogs died and it changed me as a person, but it changed me for the better. I don't get mad, you know, like I used to get mad about everything, and I just finally, that was what it took. That was my tower moment, is losing all my babies at the same time. Like, you know, that sucked. That sucked. There was like, and then Sassy and my sister, and it's just been you know, and now we're at a place where at least everybody's comfortable. We're just all content, right? And I made these caramels yesterday. Oh my God. They're the best I ever did. They're caramels, and then I dumped a bunch of banana flavoring in them. They're so good. And the weather is beautiful. It's beautiful outside. We just go out and walk around. It's all windy. You know, we go to the store. There's good food to eat. There's not empty shelves. There might be like inconsistent rotation of products, but there's like not. It's not like they don't have that item. They just have a different version. Because I have my favorite cottage cheese, so I look for the red label cottage cheese. The word, and sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. But that's what life is about. It's a hit or a miss. You can't always get what you want in life because you got to. Because people never appreciate what they have if they're constantly just it's the gratify. Just like you got to be disappointed because man, people now they're getting disappointed because access is getting denied, and people are hurting, hurting. And it's just so easy to alleviate this. So I'm gonna take this math class, right? So whenever I have questions in the community, I put it out to the massage lady, And then she like asks her kids, because kids know. And her recommendation was go to UNM, the university system here. And I responded with a picture of Creighton University. And I'm like, I worked here 5 years. I said, I'm kind of like, I'm not real into like university system. It's more money laundering as far as I'm concerned. Just give everybody access and then teach them how to get what they need to better their brains so they can make their own communities better. I mean charging people to know things is stupid because in 6 months the things that the university tells them that they need to know is going to change anyway. It makes my brain anyway. So I worked at Creighton, and so she comes back and says this lady might, you know, is interested. She might be willing because to tutor you, and I'm like, cool, stoked. And so I'm just gonna tell her. I'm gonna show her my resume, like I always do. Here I am. This is who I am. These are my credentials and all the places I've done to make the world a better place, and it didn't work, so I failed. Sorry for my service. And I'm gonna tell him my idea about litter. And I'm gonna tell them, like, you people make the grant system, put your grant writers to work and get funds from the weed taxes, from the dividends, from oil industry here, and from the money made from oil, because they're hundreds of billions of dollars and there's only 2 million people in all of New Mexico. So if you can't fucking figure out how to disperse all of that money down to the biggest piece of shit on the planet in New Mexico, then what good are you anyway? And that's what society should be about. Not, they always build themselves buildings. I was in the military. They're doing that air show shit. They're trying to promote the military and go, and they can't do it anymore because too many people are suffering now, and they can't justify, ooh, we're a great super. No, you're misogynistic, freaking Viagra chomping. Waste of space, really. That's what the military is. No military member has done nothing to make America better, me included. Nobody. So I'm trying to repay that back by just giving the world my ideas. And if I make money off of it, I'll use that to help other people too. Because I grew up on Brewster's Millions. So money, and I don't got Earth in my chart. Money don't mean nothing to. Money is a means to help make other people comfortable. Because the world fucking sucks. It's not all love and light. A lot of people's lives, they're having their last hurrah, their conferences in Sedona and wherever, the whatever they're doing. If people have not paid forward all that they have been given, it usually gets removed. So it's going to get hard for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to go unfazed. It's going to go untouched because they're divinely guided and protected. They're, because they want heaven on earth. They're going to be allowed to contribute to that, right? Yes. Make it all nice and light. Places where, like, we've been under dominance and control for far, 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 far too long. And it's time that the earth lightens up a little bit. And all this control and dominance, because they do weird stuff. People that are power hungry, they're driven. They're usually driven. I'm just going to leave it at that. They usually get drove like at Diddy parties. It all ends up to that Diddy parties, their crossover world to the Epstein's and all. It's all nasty stuff and manipulation. taking away natural equations of things, taking away natural courses of history. I think about all the women that were freaking forever changed by the hands of evil. And they just tried to avoid that pain, and so they tried to drown it with drugs and alcohol. They tried to fill it with, all the guys that said, "No, baby, I'm different. I care about you. I really do." And just to get it in, and then he gets out, and she's left with the kids, and the cycle continues. And I'm a cycle breaker. I break up cycles on both cycles because we ended up in Taos in 2020 with not New Mexico on our radar. 22 miles south of where mom was born in Cuesta after wanting to know where mom was born my whole life. Wow. I wanted to know where mom came from, and you want to know? Careful what you ask for. Father's side, white people, Freemasons. They got the white blood, but they're brown people. It always confused me. It's the spirit of the soulless is white. White in art is the absence of all color. Color is there's an emotion tied to every color, like a harmonic in music. Music. I used to drink too much. And I remember the first time I saw music, like rainbows that were coming out of my eyes and notes. It was pretty cool. But once you realize what your mind can see, you could figure out that your mind can see these things without those intoxicants. And alcohol is straight poison. Like so many people, we lived in a warped society because warped people that have consumed too much drugs and alcohol the last 20, 30 years. Their minds are warped. They got wet brained. They did too much coke in the 80s, you know because they watched Godfather and Scarface and shit, and now we're dealing with the like, let me put it like this: we there is nothing over there. There is no over there. There is no nuclear weapons. We don't have nukes. They don't have nukes. If they do, they don't know how they work, and what difference does it make if we bomb them? How many times did people get in New Mexico get bombed by nukes by testing? Dude, we've been bombing ourselves with the ideology of war since they made bombs. Like, just stop with the bombs and fucking grow gardens, for shit's sake. What's wrong with people? We've been watching Star Wars. We went back there. I used to I'd have to go see my dad and the Freemasons, the witch. I never liked them, and then it was later on I figured out because they didn't feel good. I go, "Ma, they don't feel good, Ma. They make my stomach hurt." They're like great grandpa, like, anyway. The truth always comes out. And so uh but I had to rectify all that stuff. I didn't end up like them. I don't do the things that they do. I actually do charitable acts out of the goodness of my heart, not out of tax deductions and stuff like that. They were like conniving, manipulative people. My brother's still one of them. I ended up back where mom was born, so I went the way of the heart. Mom's year the tiger. I'm year the wood tiger. Mom, I think. Mom, what are you, air tiger? I have to look it up. I looked up our charts in the stars with AI. See, you know what I think is interesting is I dabble with AI. I'm not. I don't. I'm not. Sometimes I'll sit there in the morning, drink coffee, and I'll the thoughts that I have in my mind, I'll put it in there and see what it says. And so I have a couple threads in there. And I have meta glasses. They're around here somewhere. They're right here. Oh, that's hard. And so, well, I don't animate stuff. If I want something animated, I'll draw the pictures myself. I'm not, it's that stuff to me. I'm not into. It's the calculating part of it. So, but me sitting here a couple times a week, spending 10-15 minutes on it, maybe 10 minutes for, yeah. So 20 minutes. It's not that those are, I don't believe that that it's A for AI. I think that they're battery distribution centers, and the rich people are like get ready to go underground. That's from my tracking is like the future that the astrologers are setting up for and stuff like that, because they're all talking desperation, scarcity, and if you live in a big city, oh, what, I don't know. I live in a place, there's 34,000 people. Wow. And there's probably 90,000 guns and like guns. So, you know, I'm gonna try my barter tools. Like if it comes down to it, like I always make candy, and everybody wants a good night's sleep, and that's what my candy gives to people. When people see, that's everybody's hurting and they're taking it out on everybody else. See, so we're coming into the age of healing, and I've been trying to get there for the last 7 years while still getting blows from life thrown at me. So heck, if I can do it, anybody can, for darn sake. And plus, my country gave me 8 anthrax vaccine. I had to call the up going through the VA bullshit. Same stuff I did in September, right when Tucker died. Same shit. Same automated messages. Same. I talked to this person yesterday. Oh, I don't see your any record of you in the system. Of course you don't. Why would you? My name's, like, I got to educate this lady today, and she's like, "Oh my!" I said, and let me tell you, I said, make a note of this. I said, put on your notes, never thank this bitch for her service, because she might snap. Because don't, it's not service, dude. We go to places. Some people party, cheat on their spouses, and then a few people go drop bombs, so a whole lot of people could get paid hazardous duty pay and tax free, while single people are freaking falling through the cracks of society over here. This country is just I try so hard every day when I go out in the world to try to make wherever I go in the world better, because I am so sorry for being a central cast member and believing that America, but I didn't know America. I didn't know it was a big old lie. I knew my brother's a liar, and he's in the system, and I knew. So that tells me that people that make up the system are liars, because it's him and all of his friends and his frat friends, and then for a lot of years I went to AA, and then they have sororities and fraternities, and it's just nepotism. It doesn't matter what the group is. There's just odd people out. And I was like, I figured it. I wasn't until after I left Omaha that a bunch of people that I thought were my friends weren't. Huh. I never noticed that before. That a bunch of and so like they kept me from getting jobs. Oh yeah, just put in an application. I've see people are real good liars, and I can't tell all the time because I'm autistic. I look okay though, because I learned how to mask. I had to survive. I had mom to take care of. Mom, you want to say hi? Wait,
No.
wait, say hi.
That's it.
That's you, huh, Mama?
Sure.
You cute?
And there's a smile.
That's your smile, Ma. Everything I do for her, man. And then I have to go out the world. and then people hassle me and give me a hard time. So now I'm going through this same bullshit with the VA. They want me to go down to Albuquerque and get another hearing test. I said, I sent these people I sent them my hearing test from when I was in the military, the last one I had in 2005. As well, I mean, I do my due diligence, they just never do theirs cuz they don't want to pay out. But as soon as they pay out, I'm done. I'm done with the system. Then I have so much money that I can live on for the rest of my life. And that's what I'm trying to push for other people. Like, there needs to be universal income. There needs to be, everybody needs $2,000 because so many people have millions and billions and trillions. And it makes my stomach hurt how sick that is. Like, even these spiritualists or whatever they call it, these whatever astrologers, whatever they call them, so I don't know, they still drive $90,000 cars. Still, that doesn't do poor people no good. And there's more and more poor people every day, and I got so many ideas on how to help make everybody comfortable, you know. Humanity stations where people could just, that are traveling around, take a shower, wash their clothes, make a good meal, you know? Like, everybody deserves a place and to be comfortable and to not stink. And there's only poverty consciousness because you got a bunch of Citizen Kanes at the top that don't want to let it trickle down because they should have all made better decisions and choices in their life. And that's just dumb. I'm going to drink your water. I'll get more, Mom. Ugh. So thirsty. Ugh. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time, huh, Ma? I bought a cheesecake from Sid's. We just go into it with spoons, plates. Who needs extra stuff like that? So we're just hanging out because I guess this weekend. See, the potential exists within us. If we're at peace, there's peace on earth. When we're conflicted with we only go to war because people in charge that have been given their titles because they've been assigned to them, like not because they earned them. Like, nobody earns a place anymore in any societal government. Like, it's just silly that the shift is full commencing. So now now you're gonna see more like I see all over New Mexico where they're asking the public, come in and tell us what you think. Tell us what you think because we don't have ideas. That's what they're saying. We want to know what you think, and then we want to profit off your ideas. So I'm just gonna give them to them. If it helps people, I want to show the world how easy it is to piss away and blow your money on other people when your needs are met. I want to have little pop-up events, just about an hour, 40 minutes to an hour. That's about all I can stand to people, and then put an announcement out. Right, put it popping up. And then I'll bring out my karaoke machine, my big old JBL speaker. People can dance, like, instead of being mad at each other, like, dance battle, do it, work it out there. And then we'll feed you. I'll feed you, and then go on your way peacefully, merrily, happily. Because there's so many people, they don't got no outlets, man. They don't got nothing to do. They want to have fun, even if it's just for a little while. Let them blow off some. I'm so tired of military morale, military morale. I'm like, dude, you're people in 20, like, that's like pilots. making wieners in the sky. It's just stupid. Like, I can't with this planet anymore. It's very, very important that we make a new planet for all these sweet little young, innocent, little sensitive little beings with all these gifts, man. I was making pancakes at 2 years old. I'd get in trouble. I'd go down on sit on my knees. I'd get everything out. My grandma, I got up before her one time. Cause all I have to do is do something twice. I need to see watch somebody do it, get it down twice, and then I can do it, and then it's in my head. And I would do stuff because I just little kids come directly from source, and source is where all the knowing is. So we should be. So what do you think about this? We should be asking the little ones. Because they're not going to be like, oh, let's make bombs and kill people. Because they should be more involved in what in the say of what they want the world to be in, because it's going to be their worlds. And we need to shape the world that isn't carnage with garbage and trash and litter and nasty stuff. So I have so many solutions. I see hope for the future for a lot of people. I just have to take a math class. So here we go. The story unfolds. I'm about to sign up for a math class, or see about signing up for a math class. And the teacher works at a university. See, the kind that the Epstein class isn't protected, that America isn't a good place because men are into butt stuff with kids. That's the kind of world it would be for me. Where people could have enough money, get 2 grand every month, and a place to live, just like every military member does. Whether they go to work or not, they get paid and only work 10 months out of the year. That's the world I want to see. Where waterways are being cleaned up and not polluted. Water's gonna get real important real quick. It's gonna get real. A lot of people are gonna get real thirsty, and they don't get that you need water to live. You need water to live. No water, no breathe. No. Nothing else matters if you don't drink water, clean water. I'm looking into I'm looking into those systems. Why would I want to live in a different country? I love this country. I just want all the people that turned it to shit to go away so we could make it back good, like it was when we lived more for the earth and less for freaking white man's ego or whatever game we're. Yeah, and white to me isn't a color, it's a mentality. Like in art, white is the absence of all color. I already know how. Go back about 8 videos, and I already got solutions. I ain't worried about it. I just people got to get unlazy, and they're getting unlazy. Huh, ma? We earn our cheesecake though. Oh, there's so many solutions. They're begging for them, so I'm gonna go give them to them. I got an idea of how anybody could. This guy, he's like I don't know. He's worked at the grocery store probably 30 years. Like how many people didn't have to do much because he did right. So he's from Cuesta. I'm probably related to the guy, honestly, right? So I go through the line. I haven't been in this store in a very long time, so, like weeks. And so I go in today and I said, last time I'm not saying you are, I'm speaking in general terms. To me, you're nobody. You're a bot. Like, don't think. don't take things personal that nobody you never met says to you on the internet. And so I go through the line. I said, hey, I came up with an app using GIS software that the county uses to survey lands and figure out like property lines and things like that using GIS software. Using that same software, people can go out day or night and pick up garbage for $15 an hour. And I bet if it, because it's like try it as a social experiment because it'll help people that can't sleep at night. Because out Taos, there's garbage everywhere. Because there's always trash heaps that just throw make it somebody else's problem. So everyone should at least to get paid. It starts with an app, right? And because for every picture you take here. Here's an example. Like for this picture, right? Like I took this picture years ago.
That's not
Here's the picture. And when you scroll up, you have all this identifiers in here. And then the app, you would have latitude and longitude. It would have a start date. And then like you pick up garbage for a couple hours. And then yes, I sleep like a baby at night for about 6 hours. And then I don't overthink things. Things come to me, and I see the solution because I'm a problem solver. And then you pick up your garbage for a couple hours or whatever, and then it goes boop, 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 boom, $30, and then you because so many more people are living on the road, so and it could be accessed anywhere. It'd be good for mental health for people that can't sleep at night and they want to go out and just pick up, I've known people. I used to go to AA meetings with people. They just go out and water their driveway just to keep their racing mind, you know, because they didn't. I guess their faith wasn't as big as mine. Huh? Cot, creator of all things, like our life is a miracle. Like we could just check out today now and we're okay because we already lived. I mean, our life. My story is already documented it on these channels. I've done 3,000 videos. My life speaks for itself. It's just people that haven't lived remarkable lives. My story will never land on their ears because like attracts like. And so, yeah, everybody can get paid. You know, no HR. And I asked this guy. I said, what do you think about this? I said, what do you think about this? I came up with something that could do this. And he's like, where do the funds come from? Where does the funding coming from? I said, I looked at him like, you stupid cousin. I said, take your pick. Because taxes for marijuana is billions of dollars. And then you have the oil that New Mexico pumps. It has its own oil fields. It pumps its own oil. Gas should never, ever, ever go above $2 a gallon in New Mexico. They just go along with everybody else, get along with the hype. And then, so that's what is that? 40, I can't remember. I have a slide of the billions of dollars that New Mexico generates from pumping oil. And then they have the whole tax and dividend systems. So they invest the money that they make in the oil and then the dividends, the stock markety stuff, that the right, that beast part. So it's like somewhere around $60 billion every year. New Mexico has more than enough money. They just don't know how. Not in New Mexico. It's not in New Mexico. That's the thing, is that every time they declare to me things are horrific. I'm like, not in Taos. It's always pretty chill in Taos. Sometimes you get somebody drinks too much and they go around play GTA with the cops. They go racing off, and do stupid shit. That's just that's just because they don't know how to channel that. They don't got no garbage. Make them go pick up garbage. They all got the yayas, the zoonies. Zzz. Everybody does. People are bored. They don't have anything to do. Let people contribute to their own community, and they're not going to shit on the sidewalk. And give people a place to go to the bathroom. Stop locking people out of amenities. And the world will become a much nicer place. Stop believing in things like elections. That just like I think about all the resources that are wasted on things that are of no use. The whole entire federal government, all of it. Just stay home, and then let everybody have $2,000 a month, and then stuff will start getting better because people will be working for themselves. They don't have to, dude. It's just greed, 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 greed. The great nothing. More people need to go back and watch Neverending Story and all that stuff. I watched that stuff when I was like 8. I'd fall asleep on the carpet at school when they'd play that stuff. Because the world was a scary place for kids and moms and single moms then, and it still is. And I just want to make the place, make it, make it better just for more people, man. I'm so tired of. See, so if it's like, these. See, this is what the part that makes me agitated is. I only did 6 years in the United States Air Force. I did 6 years. Okay. I know people that did 20 plus years. They're rank and all that stuff. And yes, the thrift savings plan was offered to me back in 2000 as like a 401k. I think I don't even know if I didn't even mess with it, but I knew it existed. I just did. It's just all more paperwork you gotta keep track of. And the world is no better off because I went to Crete in '03 and saw all of the resources, a lot of the resources that they use. Because it was Crete where the B-1 bomber, like all of, it was the main of, it was launched from Crete. It came into Crete, they left Crete, they went to boom, boom, boom. For no reason. Just broke young men's brains. Oh, we're well, huh?
Yes.
Even if the future ends at 7 o'clock tonight, we already have. That's the thing. I'm not ugly. That's the thing is I won. Look, my smile. These are real teeth. I'm 52. I don't think anybody in my high school has all of their teeth in their head still. I might be the last one. No, I'm good. No, I'm not sad. Sometimes stuff hits. See, we're coming into an age where it's going to be fire and air. Okay? I was born with that energy. That's how I cope with all of my emotions. I let them flow through me, and most people they don't, and then they stuff it. And then they don't want to think about what they're thinking about, so they'll go drink too much. My name's Marge, like the Simpsons. Or Standing Turtle, Standing Turtle. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an empath. I'm from the no place space. I have no Earth in my chart. Mom had my first astrological chart done when I was born in 1974. I never lived on the same planet that like is imposed to me. I always thought like holidays were silly, but people wanted me to go along and not spoil it for everybody else. And I thought that was silly. Because they always told me that they always said the meanest things to me, and then I'd stick up for myself and they'd gaslight me. So I could just never win. So I just went and lived in my head. It's a lot nicer in there. And I watched a lot of TV when I was growing up. We still watch TV. Mom likes TV when it's hot out. Like, but we're getting we're getting AC in the car so we can go out more. But still, like, do you watch that octopus movie the whole world seems to watch? Because we watched it because of Sally Field. Mom looked like Sally Field when she was younger in high school and they were the same height, you know. But mom had real life to contend with. She didn't just get to play other roles. And that's why the shift is happening because too many people have good lives and they didn't have to work hard and they didn't have to get their head slammed in a car door like mom did. They didn't have to suffer. Like there's so many people that just keep suffering, you know, and they just need a break. They just can't catch a break, and I know how to find them because we know how to octopus. It's that what is it? Sally Field's a new movie. We're gonna eat cheesecake. Remarkably bright creatures. It's a book. I don't read. I don't like to read. No, I get too heady with it. I think too much because I look at too many things for too many angles. So I like if it's book on tape, I'll listen to the book. And plus, I can't. It's hard for me to just sit there. It's like no, it's no. I have too many other things to do. I'd rather meditate, and that's what kind of reading does to me. Is I don't I go off to thinking, and then I don't comprehend what I just read. Then it takes longer and then I get bad marks. You're gonna get a bad grade. You're gonna get bad marks. Like, dude, I don't matter. I barely graduated high school, but I still did it. Always by the skin of my teeth, huh, Ma? Yeah. Then I say my mom didn't raise no dummy, but my dad did. Nah. Ew. Anyway, all right, I'm done. My voice is getting tired. We're gonna go back to watching some Star Wars stuff, I think. I don't know. We watched Return of the Jedi. Is there four? I'm not into all the other universe. We kind of just left it there. We got the gist of it. I've been knowing about energy for a long time, and what you put out, you get back. So I want to help put security places where people could feel secure so they know what it feels like, and then that if they want to aspire for goals so that they can attain that on a regular basis, that we have the resources as human beings or whatever we are to help anybody and everybody live in the way that they want to live and just keep people from shitting on the sidewalk pretty much. I mean, that's the goal. It's just that's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.